welcome back to a brand new episode of Head Over Heels. Oh my gosh, it's been a really long time. So we took a short break in January because COVID and Malaysia, we had a lockdown. So lockdown just got lifted and here we are again. As soon as we can record, as promised, we will be back. And today, guys, it's a very special episode because it's our first ever sponsored episode, and this time my all-time favorite brand, Uniqlo Malaysia, with their wireless bras. I'm going to get to that in just a bit. Before that though, this lady right next to me, I'm sure she needs no introduction to those of you who have already been following her. She's a businesswoman running multiple businesses at the same time, mother of two really adorable boys, and just an all-rounder superwoman. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to Careen Tan.
Yay! Thanks for the very kind introduction.
Now, I always try to have gempak introductions for my guests, but it's true, like I've known you for actually a really long time
ago,
to be honest.
Even before I was married.
Yeah,
so I think close
when
to
you
10
were
years.
A full-time blogger.
Yes. And we met in events.
Yes.
And then I think you were competing for Miss Universe at that
Oh my
time.
gosh, babe, do you know how long that was?
How many
Exactly
years ago?
10 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Because I competed when I was 19. I don't want to tell how old I am now, but 10 years,
just do the math.
I still look 19, but no, oh my God.
Yeah, a decade.
Dude.
Really, I knew you when you were still having long hair.
Super long.
Yeah, and then you were going for events. So we met during events a lot.
Yes, that was that time when we can still go out and about.
That's true.
10 years later, everybody's home.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, not at all. But yeah, how are you? Like, how's everything for you from 2020 when COVID hit until now? Exactly almost a year later.
Actually, I still struggle wrapping my head around the fact that it's been 1 year.
Right?
Yeah, 1 year since COVID. I mean, like COVID hit Malaysia lah.
Yeah, our lockdown was exactly on the 18th of March last year, I think.
I remember vividly. I think it was really 18
Right?
of March. And back then, I really thought it was just 2 weeks.
Me too. Okay, maximum a month.
yes. I was like, okay, 1 month of staycation at home. How hard can it be? And besides, my husband travels a lot for work.
Yeah.
So at that time, right before MCO, he was gone for about a month plus.
Okay.
So I was looking forward to the long staycation, no interruption, no commitments outside of the house, and just 4 of us at home, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was going to be a nice break. Mm-hmm. But who knew that it was going to be so serious and that it was going to turn my life upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, wow. And it's true. It's exactly a year, guys.
Exactly a year, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very
I
soon.
need to let that sink in a little bit because, yeah, a lot has happened since then. But before we get to know Careen even more, I think it's fair for me to tell you guys what it's about this episode. Why is Uniqlo a part of this? Because we want to introduce you their wireless bras. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Are you into wired or wireless bras? Be honest.
When I was younger, I was told that I needed to wear wired bra because it gives support. And then, growing up, you can't go wireless, you can't go for bralettes that are like too free flow, My mom always told me you gotta wear a wired bra, you're gonna support and lift your boobs, so that they don't grow out of shape, right?
Yeah.
So I grew up thinking, okay, I have to put on my wired bra. Even I think during my puberty days, I was even wearing wired bra to sleep.
Are you serious?
Yes, because I was so worried that they'll grow sideways.
Oh my gosh, that's interesting.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
growing up, I always had this fear that my boobs will go out of shape. That they'll go wild
Yeah.
without
that restriction to
that
cup
structure.
them up.
Yes,
Yeah, the structure.
Yes. But I think I was really introduced to non-wired bra when I was after I was married.
Yeah, no,
And
the
then-
thing is, it was never a thing.
No, until recently, actually. Yeah.
During our time growing up, there was no such thing as wireless bras. It's either the sports bra sort of material, like for teenagers.
Yeah.
That top.
That you just pull out.
Yeah, with the
Yes.
rubber band below. And there's no such thing as wireless bras.
No.
So-
yeah, it's only singlet or bra,
It's true. So and I've always hated it. I mean, wired bras.
Wired bra, yeah.
Because I just find it eating into my skin, and it's not very comfortable.
And when you take it off, it's just like you have this weird mark
Yeah.
under your boobs.
It's true.
So it's, and sometimes it's just really uncomfortable. But I guess over the years, I grew, to accept it already. Like it's part of womanhood, it's something that you have to go through. It's just like how we have our period. Yeah. But I think I really got to know wireless bra when I first wore Uniqlo's wireless bra.
Really? Because that was my first time too.
Yeah, my first time. Because I never believed in it.
Yeah.
And then one day my sister was like, Tia, you have to try it. Because it's really comfortable. And I was like, yeah, but wireless bra don't give support. And then I was giving her all this education about why you should wear a wired bra. And then she's like, no, just try it. Just try it. So okay. So I went to try it and I was sold. I was like, how can a bra feel so comfortable? And it felt scary because I felt I wasn't wearing one.
Right.
It's so comfortable and I felt supported at the same time. So I actually only wore wireless bra throughout my pregnancy, my second pregnancy. Now? Yeah, and even until now, it's my go-to, when I want to have a very comfortable day, in the office, running errands, I'll throw that on. For sure, it's my first pick,
And by the way, to those of you guys who are actually listening to this on Spotify, you can hop onto our YouTube because I do have the bra in my hands right now. The bra, I think Careen was talking, is really their classic wireless 3D hold. And this is also, I have this in every color. I have this in black, white, khaki, skin, nude, and gray as well.
Gray as well.
I do have them in every color. But this is their 3D wireless 3D hold bra, and it really does, if you notice, right? I mean, I can't like try it out for you guys now. It's gonna be awkward because this is a podcast. But if you can see, I'm just trying to show you guys how it works. It has a very seamless material here, so it doesn't kind of like eats into your skin.
Yeah, because sometimes it's awkward, when you wear a t-shirt and then the side of the strap, it just shows a lump of a roll of fat.
A roll of fat. I mean, sure, I want to embrace myself, but that's just not very flattering. If you can avoid that, why not?
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why I think this is one of my go-to wireless bras. It's really, really comfortable. And I think this one, I need to tell you guys that it covers up to cup sizes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this other one. The reason why I say that is because there's this other one. Okay, flipping up all my bras, guys. Come to YouTube, check it out. This is their latest, which is also my favorite. It's a bit more sexy because it has very sheer lace material. This is the wireless shape lift bra. And this one is in black, so it's extra sexy, guys. So this one actually covers up to 2 cup sizes, but the push-up is real. Okay. I didn't believe it until I put it on. You have it. You can please wear it later. Push-up bras, it's known to need wires to give you that push. But when I wore this, I was a bit skeptical. But when I wore it, I'm like, okay, I'm sold, guys. It's called Shape Lift for a good reason. And it also doesn't really eat up your skin because just how it's designed is just so, so, so comfortable. Please try and let me know how you feel.
I will.
Okay. I will. So yeah, guys, good news is by the end of this episode, if you tune in, I will be giving away a set of the wireless shape lift bra from Uniqlo to 3 of you ladies. Woo-hoo! But if the boyfriend wants to win for the girlfriend, also can. So it is open to all genders. This is it. They come in different colors. They've got pink and white as well. Go check it out on their website. But yes, more about the bras later. And make sure you guys stay tuned to the end for the giveaway. But speaking of bras, Careen, what was your first time like wearing a bra? Remember that very first experience?
Yeah.
Are we all having flashbacks now?
Yes. I'm trying to imagine which one it is.
Our mom or our sisters bringing us to the store to buy our first bra. What was it like for you? Do you remember?
I do. Yeah.
Was it awkward?
It was extremely uncomfortable. Because my mom brought me to a departmental store.
Oh, yes. I remember.
And there are like few brands there, and then she will bring me one by one, and then the sales lady will come, and usually she's quite a matured auntie,
auntie.
So she will bring her measuring tape around her neck, and then she'll be like, molesting my boobs, and telling me, stand straight, are you wearing your padded bra? Are you not wearing? Please take out your bra. I was like, what? I was just starting to grow some boobs at that time. Nobody touches my boobs, so
And
I was
so insecure about it, right? Because we have
super insecure. I was like, I was neither here nor there, just graduated from singlet and I'm like thrown into this woman world, But I always felt I was wearing the wrong cup size. I don't know. Like, I don't know why I was always given like a wrong cup size. So I always felt like, why must it be so uncomfortable? Am I wearing the right cup or not? Like the cup fits, but then like, why is it so tight? Yeah.
For me, my first time, she kind of wore the bra for me.
Seriously, in the fitting room.
Yes. So I tried it myself and I didn't know if I was right. I basically just clip it on, put up the straps, and ding dong, there's a doorbell one.
Whoa.
There's a bell for them to know that you're ready, then they should come over. Quite advanced, that changing room. And then the auntie will come, how girl? I'm like, is this okay, auntie? She will put her hands into the cup and push my boobs to fit into the cup. And I'll be like, no one has ever touched me like that. And then she'll be like, hey, don't worry, I also got.
Yeah, they always say that. But it's not true, like you are like a grown woman. I'm like, these are fresh boobs.
Fresh boobs, that's the word. And like, even then, our boobs were not fully grown yet.
Exactly. So we were very insecure. Like, I know, my boobs are small. You don't have to do that.
And then she'll be like, are you good? So small. Wait, give me. I'll give you another size. And then, or she like, how our boobs are actually not kind of symmetrical. One is bigger than the other.
Although I still can't tell, but
okay, mine is very obvious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know the boys who are listening right now are like, what you mean?
No, they was wondering which one.
How does that work? Yeah, but like mine is very obvious, and I personally can see it. One is really much bigger than the other. It's like 1 cup difference.
Wow.
Or half cup at least.
Okay.
Like some people cannot see the difference, but I know mine can. So since young, it has always been like that. So the auntie's like, this one must stuff tissue already. No mercy given. That was what we grew up with.
Yes, so it was. Until, I think it's only up until I was like married and all that. And then I started to actually like really shop for comfortable bras that I felt like, okay, I'm confident.
Yeah. And because of that, I hated wearing bras. Like if I cannot wear bra, right, I'll find a way not to wear it.
Yeah, the first thing I do at home when I reach home is to take out my bra.
Take it off. But honestly, like not even saying this just because Uniqlo is part of this episode. It was Uniqlo's wireless bras that kind of changed the game for me. Like I never knew there was such thing. I mean, I've heard of it, but never really worn it.
Yeah.
But the first time I bought it, I will never forget. The next day, I went back and buy 5 more.
Oh my God.
No, seriously.
In different colors.
Yes, that's why I have black, white, grey, the khaki. I have 2 blacks actually because I love black bras. And I wore it until like it wears out and then I buy new ones. And in fact, it lasts us really long as well. So ladies, if you have never tried wireless bras, I think it's time you do.
Yeah, just try one first.
Yeah, you try one.
Yeah, you don't have to buy 5 at one go like Maggie.
But you might the next day. I can't promise you that. But really, of course, if you want to try the Shapelift bra, we are giving away the Shapelift wireless bra by the end of the episode. So make sure you tune in. But speaking of bras, it's all about having the support and all that. I also want to know and talk about our support system in our lives, not just that literal support on our boobs, but in our life too. As important it is to have bras to uplift us, we do need people and our support system in our lives to uplift us, have someone to lean on and all that. So tell me, Careen, I know you grew up in a very big family. How many sisters do you have again for context?
Yeah, so whenever anyone asks me, hey, so how many siblings do you have? I would say plenty. And then they'll be like, huh? Really? How many? Then I'll tell them, you will never guess. So I'll ask them to guess, and then you'll be like, oh, there are 5 of you. I was like, no. Mm-hmm. Huh? There are 6 of you. No. 7 of you. Yep. And all girls.
Wow. Yes.
So I'm the eldest of all girls.
How's that like? I need to know. I don't think I have a friend who has so many siblings and it's all girls.
Yeah, neither do I.
Oh, really?
I don't know anyone else who has like 7 sisters lah.
Yeah.
But growing up, I would say our family has always been getting a lot of attention because we have 7 daughters in the house, right? And my parents have always been asked like, were you trying for a boy? You know, that's why you keep having like babies and then they all turn out to be girls and all that. Yeah, so we are very, very used to it. And whenever we go out to makan, right, everyone was there at our table because we all look alike.
Yeah.
They will know that, okay, they are all kids of these 2 parents.
Yeah.
So they would sometimes come up to my parents and ask like, hey, are these all your kids?
Wow.
Yeah. People are very intrigued.
And they look young too, your parents, I think.
They do. They still look young. Yeah. My mom got married early. She had me at 22 years old. Yeah. So she still looks young. My dad also.
Yeah. So like with so many siblings in your family growing up, what was the support like with each other? Do you guys fight a lot or you guys were just really in it together all the time?
We definitely fought a lot, especially me and my sister, my next sister, which is Gladys, because we are only 2 years apart. And then girls being girls, right? We will have some sort of conflict lah. Yeah. Even though we have totally different styles, like fashion and all that, she doesn't really take my things, but we will just somehow have our own frictions. So growing up, I would say it was always ups and downs. Like we will have our sibling rivalry and all that, but somehow we always stuck by each other because at one point there were 4 of us before the final 3 came.
Final 3.
The second batch, you know, I always call her call them the second batch and the first batch, second batch. Yeah. At one point my mom was hospitalized for like kidney stone and then dengue and all that. So that was when we actually stuck together because we actually went through a rough patch in our family.
Yeah.
And that was when I really rallied my sisters. I think I was only 10 years old. Yeah, the 12, I think. Then I really rallied everyone. Like, okay, today this is our schedule. So I will be at home with 3 of them. And my parents will be out in the hospital and all that. Okay, today this is our schedule. We're going to eat. And then after that, we're going to all shower. And then after that, we're going to play game for a while. And then after that, we're going to have this activity, that activity. And then we're going to tidy the house before parents come back. And then we're going to be in bed the moment they're back.
Yeah.
So that was when we grew really united.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that just carried on until the second batch came.
Second batch. I love that.
Yeah. And I would say I miss living with my family because it has always felt like a major slumber party every night.
Oh, yeah.
Every single night. And even though, yes, we have a big family, you know, 3-bedroom house, but we will always squeeze into one room. So we have bunk beds.
Yeah.
We have like 2 bunk beds and then we have like a queen bed and like mattresses on the floor.
Yeah.
So even though we had our own rooms, but we just wanted to sleep together. And then every night, my parents would come and knock on the door and like, why y'all not asleep yet? And then we were like pretending to sleep.
Yeah.
The moment they go back to their bedroom, we'll start talking again.
Yeah.
And it happens every night.
Every single night?
Every single night. And then we talk about each other's crushes and then like stupid things, you know. Yeah.
That's so nice because you know what? That is like the total opposite of me growing up. I mean, I come from a broken family. I think by now everybody knows already because I've been talking about it a few times on the episode. And me and my sister, we are like the only sibling. And unfortunately, we were kind of like split apart at some point of our lives when we were teenagers because, you know, one lived with mom, one went with dad. And because of that, I felt like even till now that we are like in KL together, we're not actually as tight-knitted as we would like to. And it also comes with sets of arguments and differences from time to time, which is why I wanted to know what it's like just having this tight-knitted group of sisters or like family being together because I never actually experienced that. So yeah, thanks for sharing. That was very nice.
No problem. Yeah, I would say I feel very blessed. Yeah, to have grown up in a big family. But of course, with big family, it comes with different struggles.
For sure.
And issues. Like my dad is actually a pastor. So all this while, he has always been the sole breadwinner. And my mom has always been a homemaker, bringing all of us up by herself with no helper. Yeah. So they have been amazing, doing their own things, you know, as parents. And for me, growing up, I have always experienced how it's like to always have just enough. Yeah, so money is always a big thing in a big family like this.
For sure.
Yes, especially a pastor's family, you know. Yeah, so that I would say that would be our biggest problem or like struggle.
Yeah.
But other than that, we are just very harmonious and
That's so
we're
good.
happy, but that stress will be financial stress.
For sure. I mean, having one kid is expensive.
Yes.
That times 7. That's a lot. So
It's a lot,
do you plan to also have 7 kids?
No.
To those of you who don't know, Careen is also a mother of 2. I think I said that before. How old are they now?
They're turning 6 and 2 this year.
Okay, quite a good age
4
gap.
years gap. Yeah, I wanted 3 years gap, but
Okay.
struggled to conceive for a while for the second one, so it became 4 years gap. But it was a blessing in disguise because now that they have 4 years gap, Tyler, who is 6 years old this year, he really looked forward to having the sibling arrive. And he would help with like throwing diaper.
Yeah.
He would help with bringing in the milk bottle.
Yeah.
And he will help to watch over the brother who is like very cheeky.
That's so cute.
So it's a very good dynamic at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, how are you guys, like your son and your sisters? Do they get along really well?
Super well.
Oh, it's like the perfect family.
Super well. Like
It's like they're little brothers, right?
yes,
Because-
I feel like they're cousins, Like I'm here to play with my elder cousins. My sons would love going to my parents' place because they know, I want to go there and play with my EEs.
Oh.
Yeah, and then my youngest sister is actually 19 years younger than me.
That's okay, fair. That's 7 of you, so
big gap.
makes sense. Yeah.
So now they are still considered quite close. Like
How old is she
Evangeline
now?
and Tyler. 19 years younger than me. I'm 32 this year. And my maths is very bad.
Okay, never mind. You guys know the math.
13 13.
She's 14?
Yeah, 13 years old.
Okay,
13 years
okay.
old.
Yep.
My math is sorry.
It's okay. Not just you. My math is terrible.
13 this year.
Okay.
Yes, but
I see what you mean
they
then.
still play together. They play
That's
Monopoly every night.
It's cute.
So before we leave my parents' place,
Yeah.
after dinner, they have to play a round of Monopoly first. Yeah, and they will just play with Tyler and then like just like friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
love it.
fun. It's fun.
Okay. I mean, like you mentioned you are the eldest sibling. And being the eldest sibling, you hold a lot of responsibility. And on top of that, you have your own family with two kids. How do you do it? How do you give so much of yourself being their support system? I'm sure they come to you for advices because you're their tete and lean on you for things and all that. How do you do that for them?
I think it comes with being the eldest sibling. I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
like
I'm the eldest also.
yeah, we just somehow naturally carry more weight at home.
Yeah.
Whether or not it is needed of us, we just somehow naturally carry it ourselves.
Yes.
We just care more and we just worry more and we just want to do more, Somehow it's just an elder sibling thing. I realized that with all of my friends who are also the elder sibling. Yeah, but it's definitely not easy. But I think it's also something that comes with our identity as the eldest child. So it comes naturally for me. Like aside from my own blood family, I also look out for my friends a lot.
Yeah.
And I also look out for people like who are weaker. I don't know. I just
Your
feel
business, like your employees and your team as well.
Yes. I'm naturally a very empathetic person. Like when somebody wrongs me, before I get upset with them, I will somehow give them excuses myself.
Like you justify for them
I justify their
first.
actions and I justify their words. Like, okay, maybe this person is really struggling with, negativity or insecurity. That's why she said that to me.
Yeah.
That's why she thought that about me. So sometimes it gets a bit heavy for me because I'm always justifying other people's actions.
Correct.
And sometimes I just wish that I can be upset and angry at people for a long time. But no.
You don't do that ever?
I don't. Yeah. So if you ask me, like, am I angry at anyone right now? Or like, do I have enemies? I would say I don't have.
Grudges or angst? No.
No.
You're just such a ball of joy and kindness. And
Not all the time. Like,
all the
whenever I feel like, like affected or hurt or like really, really upset, it will take me maybe 1 day or max 2 days. I will really moan over it, grieve over it, and then after I sleep, I'll be okay. Yeah, that's how I cope. Because if not, then I'll be a very miserable person. Because honestly, like you said, being the eldest child of a big family and really still supporting the family, like a big chunk of whatever I earn goes to my family. Because I really want to see everyone live comfortably and like have a better standard of living and a quality of life and everything. So yeah, so that has always been my main motivation for working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My big why, like, you know, every time you hear about people saying you need to know your purpose, you need to know your why, you know.
And your why is your
my
family.
why is very obvious. It's always my family.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that about you. And I mean, it also kind of shows through just you being you on your social media, be it in person, like it's consistent. Like you're not putting up a show just to show people. And that's why I love that about you. And ever since, I think, like you said, we met 10 years ago till now, I felt like you didn't change too much. If anything, you're just even more empowering, even more confident about yourself, and even more knowing and kind than ever. And I'm sure that's the Careen that a lot of people know too. And having said that though, with motherhood, family, running not one, a couple of businesses, I lost count lah. How do you split yourself though? Because at the same time, you are also that pillar of strength for so many people. But how do you split your time? I think a lot of people would want to know too. Like a day in your life, sort of.
Yeah, so from the moment I open my eyes to the time that I actually close my eyes to sleep, it's non-stop. I have no 1 second wasted. I bring my phone to the toilet.
Oh.
A lot of the messages that I reply are when I'm like doing a poop or like when I'm having a quick pee.
Okay, now I know. She texted me the other day when she was in the toilet.
Really, like no second wasted. It is very productive, but at the same time, I need to do that because I really have a lot on my plate. But especially the whole of last year, because I picked up a lot of new things as well. Because you know, some of my businesses were not doing well in view of COVID, right? Like weddings. So I picked up other side hustles, and they just grew, and my commitment just started to grow and grow and grow. Yeah. So now I have too much on my plate. So actually, my theme for the year is to slow down.
Right, like 2021.
2021,
okay.
Yes, to slow down and to focus.
Yeah.
Because as much as, yes, I've been very productive and fruitful, but I don't want to rush through life.
Yeah.
And that was what I did the whole of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I achieved a lot, but I was constantly in a rush. And I felt like I couldn't put quality into whatever I was doing. And that frustrates me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this year, I just want to slow down and focus on whatever I have on my hands and be more present to the people around me. Yeah, because I really do feel like I can do more. Like even though, yes, I have my family, my sisters, my own, you know, immediate family and my friends, and these all mean a lot to me and I really want to look out for all of them. But I also feel like I have the capacity and the heart for other women as well.
Yeah.
Like younger girls especially, you know, who are in an unhealthy relationship where they are maybe mentally abused, emotionally abused, but they are not aware. Yeah, or settling for second best.
Yeah.
I always feel for girls who are struggling, but they don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for me this year, if I can, I will want to do more in regards to like becoming a support for other women as well.
Yeah. And how do you, what are your plans to get there and to do that? Do you have any plans upcoming?
No, I don't have any concrete plans, but just to be more present whenever anyone comes to me. Yeah, like even for any of my IG followers that draw me a DM and tell me about their relationship struggles or family struggles, I'll just take the time to reply them. Like really look into their story and chat with them and be there for them like a friend.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as we talk about support system, yes, it's, you know, like you said, you were so blessed, and unfortunately, you know, there are so many people out there who actually don't have that support system.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking to sometimes I do get DMs as well, like, you know, people saying that, you know, they reach out because they really have no one else to talk to. They don't know where to go. They don't know who to seek advice from. And I try my best to reply, but then there are sometimes you just...
so many.
Yeah.
So many to respond to,
There's way too much that I can give.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about that. But you know, at the end of the day, that's why I feel like having a support system is just so important. And in different phases of your life, you have different types of support system. People come in and out of your lives for different reasons. The ones who stay, but not everybody stay.
Yeah.
Right? And I think which brings me to the next question, which is, what do you seek for in your support system? Like, what is the most important value? Okay, I guess in this case, we spoke about family, but I guess friends. Yeah, let's get that.
Yeah, so the thing about me is that I am quite an extrovert. So I've always felt like I had a lot of friends. Yeah, growing up, I had no problem making friends.
Yeah,
anywhere
that's true.
I go. Yeah, because I'm just a people person, you know. Whenever I go out and I meet people, I start to feel pumped again, and I get energy from other people. Yeah, especially good conversations, right? But it was only until I think about 6 to 7 years ago when my husband started to travel a lot more for work. And then I found that I didn't know who to call. I had a lot of friends, but if let's say you ask me, hey, do I have an inner circle? You know, like those default friends that you will call for yam cha, you know, just random hangout.
Yeah.
I found that I couldn't name names. And that was quite a discovery for me. I thought I had a lot of friends. I do. If I actually ask them out, they will come out. But will they be my default or will I be their default?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I started to ask, like, is it because I have not been putting enough time and investments into my friendship? They have always been, friends, good friends, but do I have an inner circle? I didn't. So that was when I started to build my own support system.
Yeah.
Because for me, I always believe that if you want a supportive friend, you have to first be a supportive friend yourself. Yeah, you have to first be a friend to other people. So I started to find my own circle, and I started to initiate a lot more like dinners and hangout, drinking sessions, you know. And slowly, we just started to be closer.
Yeah.
And we have this support system with each other. So like I always tell women who tell me, Careen, I really have no friends. I'm so envious that you have, you know, your competitive auntie friends. Literally, we really put in effort to ask each other out, you know, celebrate each other's birthday, do things for each other. It's all effort from everybody's part. And it's not just, it doesn't happen out of nowhere. You know, so I will always reply, it's okay, because we lose friends from high school. You know, we go our separate ways. And like uni as well, you know, job, the moment you leave your job, you know, it's very likely that you won't be in touch with your colleagues and all that. So as the older you grow, the harder it is for you to actually make friends and to keep friends.
It's true.
Yeah, don't you realize that your circle becomes smaller and smaller and smaller? So it is good, but at the same time, I believe that you can always make new friends by first being a friend yourself. Yeah, you can always have a new circle. Yeah. So be that friend to somebody else, and from there you will see that you have a new community, you have a new support system.
It's true, and if the person does not reciprocate, then you know, okay, maybe this person is not for me, and that's okay. And it's true, a lot of the times we need to put in the efforts ourselves. It doesn't just blossom from nothing. No way. Because I think there was a point in my life, and I was kind of like hateful and just angry at everything. Like, why do I not have friends like you? I was like, there's no one person that I can call when I have troubles or whatnot. And I'm like just blaming people around me. Oh, nobody wants to be my friend. I was just so hateful. Why is this happening to me? This, that. And I realized I haven't been a friend myself, you know? And that was quite a slap in the face. You see?
It is.
So now that I'm close to 30 already, so long, right? Oh gosh, wish I knew this sooner. So if you're very young and you're listening to this right now, put in effort into your friendship, because it really is so important.
It's so important.
You can't expect without giving.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? For me, my personality is that I don't want to trouble people.
Yeah, but paiseh. Sorry, I call you. I have trouble, but don't lah.
If I can, I'll do everything myself. That's me. So I hardly ask for help unless it's super necessary. Even from my own husband or even from my own family, you know, I'm so used to doing things independently. So that's how I view friendship as well. Like I don't need you to eat with me. I can eat myself. I can go home and make my own dinner. You know, the kind of thing. But I realized that life is not meant to be lived
alone.
You are not an island, and you can never be an island. And being an island, you achieve nothing in life, and that's just not how God wants us to live. You know, if not, He would have made us alone in a planet, right? But He wants us to live in a community, because that's how we strive, and that's how we that's how we thrive. And that's how we improve. So that was how I started to really make an effort to hang out with others and to reach out to others when I needed support.
Yes.
Especially during this very low season in my life where I was trying for my second child. The year that I really wanted to try. I'm a very idealist kind of person. I plan very well.
Have to follow the plan schedule.
So I have very ideal plans, you know, like ideal age gap is like 3 years. So I aim for 3 years. But the very year I wrote down, my New Year resolution is I want to get pregnant. Literally, I wrote my task is to get pregnant, you know.
I love that. Action woman.
Yes, action plan, right? So that very month in January, I found out that I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I've heard about it before. I've had friends who told me, I have PCOS, that's why I can't get pregnant. So the first thought that came to me was, oh no, I'm not gonna get pregnant. And I kept asking, why me? You know, I had not much of a problem conceiving Tyler, but why this time? Why me? What happened? What did I do wrong? So that was when I really, really went into a very, very rough stage of my life. And I can either do it on my own, just wallow in my self-pity and then just be very, very depressed by myself, or I can reach out to others. So I told myself, you have to pick. Do you want to do this yourself and think that you can do it by yourself, or you want to reach out to others? So I gradually opened myself up and spoke to like friends who actually went through it. People whom I know will be able to empathize with me. Because sometimes when you share it with people who don't know nothing,
it's true.
they will make you feel worse. Like, you think too much. You know, you don't worry, you don't stress so much. But they don't offer any constructive advice or
not,
you know,
not even empathizing, because they are not able to empathize.
They're not able to. Yes. So the worst is that they just like, you will, you know, you just pray, you know, you just chill more. Exactly. And I found that it just makes me feel worse, you know. So I went to people that I trusted, the people that I knew went through the same or even tougher, you know, experiences, and that was how I clung on to their support. I never thought that I would one day need to cling on to people, because I never needed to.
You're so independent.
I'm like self-sufficient and all that. But that was when I realized emotionally I was spiraling. Like every month, you know, when my period comes, I'll bawl my eyes out and I'll be like, what is this, you know? And then do I want to try again? Okay, I pick myself up again, try for another month. Then I'm like down again. So it's always a roller coaster ride every single month. But the moment I start speaking to people, I feel that I find strength from each conversation that I have. Each time I open myself up to speak about it, I feel less bound by my struggles.
And the weight kind of like lifted a little. Just a little every single time.
Just a little. Yes. It's hard to open yourself up, right? Especially like to trust your deepest struggles with people. But that's just how it is. You know, you just have to open up and share, because if not, you're just going to be struggling even more. I agree, because there's this quote that I've been living by. Not sure if it's applicable here, but I'm just going to share with you guys anyway. When you go alone, you go faster and then you crumble too. But when you go together, you can go further and stronger. And well, in this case, in your case, you've tried going alone. Sure, you go faster, you're okay fast, then you're not okay even faster. But then when you're together, you're just continuously, progressively getting stronger and better every single time, because you have hands to hold, you have people to lean on, and you have voices that you can relate to that uplifts you. Right? I totally agree.
Like, I mean, I cannot relate with what you went through, but like for myself, it's the whole body image. You know, like for the longest time, I've been struggling with it myself. But the moment I started talking about it, I'm like, oh, I'm not that alone. I have people who go through the same thing that I do. Maybe not in an exact context, but I do feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Not better because they also going through shit lah. Not in that context, right?
Yes.
But feel like supported in some sense. Yeah.
You just feel like your issue doesn't take a hold of you for
anymore.
So much
it's
anymore.
Shared.
Yeah.
It's
shared. Yes.
The pain is shared, the struggle is shared, and that is a lot lighter than when you carried it all by yourself.
Yeah.
And which is why having a support system is so important. And ever since then, I guess the older I am, the more we understand, the wiser we go. But the more effort I put into my support system, even if it's my boyfriend, my sister, my mom, friends, I try to put in more effort.
But how do you find your support system? Like, did it happen naturally for you, or do you have to identify who you wanted in your inner circle?
I think, like I said, like yourself, Careen, I'm also quite an extrovert, but at the same time, I'm quite an introvert. I'm a bit of an ambivert, really. But when I want to be an extrovert, I can talk nonstop. I can reach out. I can talk to people.
Yeah.
And also, I guess it comes with my job, being a host. I'm always talking, speaking, getting to know people. But I think at some point I realized the people that were in my life weren't the ones that was good for me, just, lack of a better word. And I started being more intentional with my friendships then. Like, okay, sure, this person came into my life, but I realized the person is just sucking more energy out of me, just gossiping, talking, want to go out all the time even though you don't want to, and make you feel bad when you don't want to do what they do. I've had circle of friends like that, quote unquote support system that I thought was my support system then. But now I think I'm not sure if it will stay forever because you never know. But I am really loving and very thankful and grateful for the group of friends that I do have now. It's honestly just a handful, but it's more than I need. Yeah, it's not about the numbers really. It's really not about the quality of and the intention behind every friendship that you have.
Yeah. I like it when you say you intentionally pursue the friendship. Yeah, because in our lives now, everyday lives, we have so many friendships and relationships around us, but which ones do we focus on and which ones do we invest in? Correct. Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I want to count how many friends I have, it's more than 2 handfuls. Yeah. But the inner circle, like the support system, my pillar of strength, it's just a handful. And I never knew that. I always thought, more friends, the better. I have more friends
more Facebook friends, the better. When I was younger, I was like, yes, I got 5,000 Facebook friends. Wow, I'm so
happening.
I'm so loved, so many friends.
I have so many likes on my Facebook posts. Oh, everybody loves me. But when it comes to really shit going down, who's there for you? Yep. None of those people who liked my post was there for me. Yeah. None of those Facebook friends were there for me. You know what I mean? So be intentional with the people you choose and the person you want to be for them. Yeah. And I think it goes hand in hand. Yeah. Only with that dynamic, you are able to really build a really strong support system. Yeah. And being able to it's not all good, not all happy days and all. Really being able to sit down with that person, be it your mom, siblings, friends, or partner, to talk about the not so nice things and really being able to be there, truly, genuinely supporting each other and calling each other out if needed. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Not just, you're awesome, you're wonderful. No, it's not all that.
Yeah, I think the older we grow, the more we appreciate just hard truths in our faces. I'd rather you tell me straight in the face, that I did something wrong or you're not happy with me, than to speak behind my back. Yes. But tell me I'm doing a great job in front. I don't do that anymore, like I'm way past that. Yeah. I just want to keep you, if you can bring the best out of me. Yeah. And just be very, very honest with me.
Yeah. But I never used to be like that. I used to be the person who also just say good things, but then when there's bad things, I paise to share because I don't know how the person is going to take.
Yes, you're non-confrontational.
Not really.
Me too. I hate confrontations. I hate it. I would avoid it at all costs, even now. So it's something that I'm also learning, like to just speak the truth in love.
Yes.
Like use the sandwich theory, like, hey Maggie,
What is the
you know
sandwich
what?
theory?
Yeah, so you have to sandwich like with the bread and the patty and the bread.
Okay.
So you have to go something like, hey Maggie, I know you're like very, very hardworking and you're so driven and all. But you're not really spending time with me because you're so busy. And every time you're with me, you're on your phone. And I feel like we don't have a quality time together. But you know what? I love you. And I really want to support you in all that you're doing. You're doing a great job. You're making a difference in your community. But I just hope that we can find this balance in our friendship.
I see that sandwich.
Yeah.
I see,
you see the sandwich
I see where the bread was.
Yes.
I love that. I hope you guys learned something new.
Yeah, because for me, I can take a hard truth, but I realize that not everyone can.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
And if you want to create change or you want results, you have to speak the way that the other person will receive well.
Because otherwise it's going to be gone to waste.
It's going to be wasted.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's going to be even worse. It's going to be misunderstood. Yeah. So I always believe that as a good communicator, you have to bring your point from point A to B smoothly.
Right.
And the other person at the receiving end has to receive it for you to communicate it successfully.
Yeah, otherwise then it's like I said, gone to waste.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good theory. I never thought about that. Everybody behind the camera is like nodding their heads. Yes. And well, I guess this is when I also do another plugin. Well, if you've really not enjoyed wearing wired bras, maybe it's time you try wireless bras. Is that a sandwich? No, that's not a sandwich, Maggie. What are you doing? But anyways, guys, to those of you who have listened this far, you would know that this episode is actually brought to you by Uniqlo Malaysia. And the reason why we're really talking about support system is because, our bras are our literal support system. It lifts us up, gives us the support that we need, our boobies, our babies' needs. But at the same time, it's also important for us to put in effort into our support system in our lives, both equally as important. And the best part is 3 of you guys will be walking away with the Uniqlo Women Wireless Bra, the shaped lift bra that gives you the push-up. And that's the end of the episode. I'll let you guys know what you need to do. But I do still have a lot of questions for you.
Yes.
So we spoke about your family, friends, or support system in that sense. But another pillar of strength and support that is so important is our relationship, love, our partner in life, partner in crime. So, and I'm sure a lot of people also look up to you and Boone, your husband, and you guys are such power couple in your own way, really. But I'm sure there are struggles behind the scenes too,
course.
Right? Like just like any other couple. So I think, I don't want to say recipe to success, but what's your recipe to harmony in your relationship?
Yeah. So actually, a lot of people always tell me you and Boone are such a perfect couple, but I always disagree immediately because we are still a work in progress. And we have been dating since I was 15 years old. So
that's... Wait, my math again.
17 years ago.
Oh my God!
It's been 17 years. He has seen me through high school, college, internship, job, my whole life really. Oh. Yeah. So we have gone through a lot.
Yes.
With many transitions in between. And I always see the pattern, whenever we have any really big arguments is when we have a big transition in our relationship. Yeah.
Understood.
So like the moment we got married, we started to move in together, and that was when we had a lot of differences. I thought by then, right, we would have been quite familiar with each other, like 8 years
after
of
dating so long.
Yeah. So I thought it's gonna be honeymoon, but we spent the first 1 to 2 years really rocky and really quarreling all the time. And for me, I don't know where I got this dumb idea from, but people always tell me, husband and wife or girlfriend, boyfriend, you have to settle your conflicts before you go to bed. Don't go to bed angry.
That's what everyone says, right?
Everyone says that. So the newlywed in me was like, we have to get our relationship foundation right. We cannot go to bed angry. Don't make our marriage bed an angry bed, right? Yeah. So we will fight until 5 a.m.
Because you want to settle before sleep.
Yes, I wanted to resolve our conflict before we go to bed. But little did I know that the later it got, the more tired we became, the more we did not make sense. We started to talk about other things already, like, and then I'm just like on the bed, on the sofa there, like not there, like super tired and like really very sian, but we still have to talk about it. And obviously he has shut off already. You know, he's a guy. He doesn't like to keep talking.
They shut off at some point.
Yeah, and I just keep on like, yeah, but you always say always. You know, you always say never.
Why do I relate to this so much?
These sort of things, and then like for him is he won't apologize if he doesn't feel like he's wrong.
But you feel he's wrong, right?
I feel like, okay, you don't feel that you're wrong, but you said this and it made me react this way, you know? So we both have our issues, but you're not backing down at all, you know? So I just feel like, why would other people's husband just apologize immediately? And why would you not? You know, I would actually compare.
Yeah.
Which makes him feel even more upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was saying stuff like, you like him so much, you marry him. Then I got even more angry, right? So the way we resolved conflict was very amateur.
Yeah.
And it was like really just time wasting.
Yeah.
It was getting nowhere.
Wow.
And then the next day, 6 a.m. he has to shower and get ready for work. So poor thing doesn't get to sleep. And then I'll go back to sleep until 2 o'clock. Because I always ran my own business, right? So I always have flexibility. But for him, he doesn't. So after that, we learned. We realized that we became more and more mean to each other.
Yes, I can agree with you.
Because we just
became point across?
Yeah, no, we just became more and more brave with our words. Yeah. So like things that are non-negotiables, like, you know, saying the D word, the divorce word.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like an agreement from the beginning. We will never bring it up. Yeah. But sometimes when you're so heated, right, you say all sorts of mean things. And then for me, I'm always the one that I wanted to be the princess. So I wanted to storm out of the house, and then he's like, hey, where you going? Where you going? Then he will come after me. Baby, I'm sorry. You know, the kind of thing. That was my ideal scenario. But
did it happen? You go, don't come back, is it?
No, literally. The first few times it worked.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring my cell phone with me, and then he will text me, where are you now? I'm coming to get you. I was like, oh, you know, it worked. Yeah, and then hopefully from there he will apologize, and then everything just becomes better and easier lah, you know, to resolve. But after a while, it became a norm. He got so used to it, and he will not even do anything. I will just storm out of the house. He wouldn't know where I am. He won't text me. He won't call me for 2 hours. And I'll just be like, it pisses me off and it hurts me. Yeah. It made me feel like, aren't you scared that I'm like, you know, kidnapped by someone? Aren't you scared that I go missing forever? Yeah. You know,
4 hours is a long time. You didn't even text me?
Yes. So from then on, I actually realized that we were not being kind to each other at all. And I think from then, that was when we had our breakthrough. Yeah. Because we'll never be able to settle our differences perfectly. We will never agree all the time. There will always be conflict. There will always be something new. But one thing that can really change things in a relationship, not just relationship, but friendship or any form of relationship at all, is kindness. And that was when I realized that we really did not have kindness. I realized that I was kinder to other people than to him. I say things to him that I will never say to a stranger. Yeah. That I will never say to an acquaintance. Yeah. Why would I say that to my husband? You know, who is supposed to be the love of my life, right? Yeah. I said those vows to you. I'll be there for you through thick and thin. But why am I being so mean to you? Simply because I feel like I can. You're not going to go anywhere. Yeah. That's true. And you know me so well, and I know you so well. Okay lah, I know your pain point. I will attack you at your pain point. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I feel so much what you just said. I can relate 300%.
Yeah. It's always a journey. Even now, we still are a work in progress, but things are a lot better. Like now, whenever we have any disagreements, we will sort it out when things are, when it's a suitable time. Yeah. Especially with 2 kids in the car. Yeah. With, Baby Shark playing in the car. How am I supposed to resolve conflict, with a level head and with like calmness, stillness of mind, it's hard. So if we have disagreement, we'll just keep quiet. We'll keep quiet and then we will be like, you know what, let's talk about it later. We calm down first. So we never visit any important topic when we're heated up.
Yeah. And you guys consistently apply that now?
Yeah. So we will remind each other lah. So like if let's say he really wants to pursue this topic and I'm not ready, I'll just tell him, can we talk about this later? I need to calm down. I'm not in the right state of mind. I'm very stressed out now. I have a lot of other things to do. Can we revisit this later? You know, and then by the time we both calm down, when we actually sit down and talk about it, we realize that whatever we wanted to say just now, we don't really want to say it now anymore. You know, and we are just, things just change, you know, when you're calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Like the hurtful words you want to say was really just out of spite.
Yes.
And you just wanted to say it just to hurt them at the point of time, but you don't actually want to say it.
Yeah. And for me, I like to win. I'm quite a competitive person, right?
Is Boon like that also?
He is not.
Okay.
He's not competitive, but he is very firm. If he knows he's not wrong, he won't ever apologize. He can don't apologize. And we have Cold War for 5 days. He can. Okay. For me, I cannot. I need a resolution. I want to move on. You know, I don't like to be negative for too long because I'm an optimist, right? Yeah. For him, it's like he can. He can. You know. Yeah. So that is the part that annoys me a lot. Yeah. But I've also come to terms that I don't need him to apologize.
Not for everything.
Not for everything.
Pick your battles.
Yeah, like I apologize not because I'm wrong, but I apologize for sounding this way.
Yeah.
For saying this word. But it doesn't mean that for this argument, I'm the one at fault.
Correct.
So you can apologize for what you feel you did wrong.
Yes.
And you just slowly compromise, slowly lift those walls up and just come together again.
Like, I see where you're coming from because recently I learned that in therapy that, you know, even though the entire pie, I don't feel wrong. But I'm wrong for taking that small bite. Yeah. So I apologize for that small bite first.
Yes.
And then when I do apologize for that small bite, then he apologizes for his small bite. Yeah. And then I apologize. Okay, I'm also sorry for saying this. And then we kind of like take turns now.
Yes.
Instead of the whole ego battle. I don't want to say sorry.
Yeah. Because it's definitely, it doesn't feel nice when you have to take responsibility of the whole argument. Yeah. When you feel like, actually, I did not, you know, I get angry now because you said this word.
Correct.
But you say this word because I did this. So it's never ending and no one can own the whole thing, you know. So it's like you said, you know, everyone just needs to compromise and come together and just own your own mistakes.
Correct. And with that, you guys can own it up together.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on context, guys. Okay.
Yes.
So, but if it's something that's really out of bound, then definitely need to apologize properly and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. Just that one question alone just opened up a whole can of worms.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's a whole new topic that we can discover and like explore for days, you know?
Yeah. And what was I gonna say? I keep thinking about my arguments now.
Joseph is in your mind, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you know Joseph is a funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
And sometimes when I'm angry, he tries to be funny and I get angry and it's not funny anymore. And then he'll laugh because I'm angry because he finds it cute. I'm like, bro, I'm angry. You're so cute. Then I'm like,
I don't know why I can imagine.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine that.
Wow, I feel like your husband is similar. He's quite a funny person.
He is a funny person, but for me, I think I'm a bit different. If he laughs at me for being angry, I'll probably laugh along.
No, I want to laugh along, but then I still angry.
You're not done being angry.
I'm not done. So you need to let me be angry and then we laugh together, never mind. But he'll like laugh midway. Just yesterday it happened. Anyway. Oh, okay. Well, I think we are towards the end of the podcast, but that was so fun. Like, honestly, it was not enough. I think we might need to have
I didn't
part
feel
two.
like it's been like...
Yeah, I think it's been an hour, guys. Almost an hour. But like, let's come back to like our topic, which is pillar of strength, our support system. Ultimately, what are some of the little things that you do for yourself to make sure you can be there for all these people in your lives?
I must make sure that I'm okay.
Yeah.
I must make sure that I'm well, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So me time is very important. I cannot stress enough. As a mom, it's really difficult to find me time. Like when, you know.
You go on Clubhouse at 2 a.m.
That's my me time. And then I regret immediately because I'm so tired, you know. But it's so hard. So for me, for the longest time, my me time is when I have that 10 minutes in the washroom. That shower time, that 10 minutes shower. Or when I'm driving alone. After I drop the kids off on the way to work. That 15 minutes, that 20 minutes in the traffic. That's my alone time. And that's when I ask myself, what do I need now in this season of my life? Do I need stillness? If yes, I need some peace and quiet, then I won't turn off and I won't turn on anything on the radio at all. Just be quiet and not think and just soak it in, because having that quietness is so precious, you know?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I only get that when everyone's asleep.
Which is
1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back then I used to do that. Like when Boon's asleep, the two boys are asleep, that's when I pick up my phone and I start reading and I start watching videos, but I sleep very late and it affects me the next day. So it's not good. So I try to find me time in between my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I'm driving or like sometimes when I feel like I need my cup to be filled.
Yeah.
Because I'm always pouring out, right? So what do I lack right now? Do I lack motivation or do I lack, spiritual food? If yes, then I'll listen to a sermon or like a spiritual motivation. If I need some kind of like pick me up, like you go girl, you can hustle, you can do it, then I'll listen to like, let's say Jenna Kutcher or something. If I need some business mentorship, some talks on how to feed your brain, how to optimize your health and everything, then I will listen to a health podcast. So you have to always ask yourself, which season am I in right now? What do I need at this point in my life? Why am I feeling this way? I will always ask, why am I like that?
That's the question you ask yourself.
Yes. Why am I like that? I ask myself, why am I so negative? Then I'll realize, my period's coming. Then I know, okay, then what should I do? Because I'm a very solution-oriented person.
I love that.
Yeah, so I don't want to just very emo and then I just sleep, or like, hey, it's just not my day. I believe we are not like that. I believe there's a reason as to why we feel a certain way. So we have to find that out. Yeah. So for me, I'll be like, okay, I'll tell Boon, I'm very negative these few days because it's PMS. So please bear with me. I may be a bit snappy.
Yeah.
I may be a bit moody. So just leave me be.
Yeah.
I'll be okay after this.
Yeah.
Or like, I'll feel like extra burdened. And then I wonder like why. Things happen so fast, right? Sometimes you hear a bad news and then you have to move on to the next thing and the next thing. And at the end of the day, you don't know why you're feeling this way.
Yeah.
So I have to revisit what happened today. Why do I feel burdened like that? Then I realized, I actually heard a very bad news about a close friend or something somebody said about me that made me feel like that. Then I have to ask myself, yes. Then I have to ask myself, is this something I can control? Yes. Then should I confront this person? Is it worth it? Is this person, does this person mean a lot to me? If yes, do I want to fix it? Yes. Do I have the time to fix it? No. Okay, maybe next time. You have to always ask yourself questions. You
have such good structure.
I do.
You have a structure with everything.
I've not always been like that. Before this, I have always been very spontaneous. I love random. Yeah. I love random yum cha, random staycation, and I don't like structure and I hate rigidity. That's why Boon that's why Boon is quite rigid in the way that he does things. So it annoyed me for a long time. But now that I am having so much on my plate, I have no choice but to have a bit of routine and structure and to be a bit more rigid. To be a bit more orderly.
Yeah, orderly.
And our mind is our biggest, most powerful organ.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can psych yourself up, you can do anything. Yeah, so you always have to be self-aware.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
And one final question, which is something I do ask most of our guests that comes on the show. If you could meet your younger self right now, maybe 12 years old, Careen, or like 13, and give her a piece of advice, what would it be?
Wow, 12 years old. 12
or
years
maybe
old.
younger, up to you.
Wow.
You can pick an age, but younger, much younger.
I'll tell her that she's on the right track. Yeah, and she has nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And she's more capable than she thinks she is. Yeah. because a lot of times I think it's not people that doubt us, but we doubt ourselves.
Yeah.
So if we can just push through all the doubt, all the obstacles that come our way from inside, we can do anything. And follow your gut feeling.
Yeah.
I think for me is I've always been very instinctive, like always follow my instincts. Whether is it reading people or reading situations or planning my next big decision, next move, I've always followed my gut feeling. And it will never fail you. But to know your gut feeling, you have to know yourself. That's why you always have to ask yourself questions. Why am I like feeling this way? Why am I feeling so happy today? You know, oh yeah, because this person complimented me. Then you know words matter to you. And when you're feeling down, seek for those words from people who can give them to you.
Yeah. Well, just this session alone, Careen, I learned so much. The sandwich theory. Psych yourself out. Ask yourself, why am I like this? Such a simple question, but it really does make you think.
Yeah.
If you do think about it, like just process it. And I hope to those of you guys who are listening right now, you managed to bring home one or two nuggets of wisdom from Careen, and you guys can check her out on Instagram. It's Careen TXY.
Yeah.
All your sisters have like XY, right?
Yes, it's our initials.
I love that. And of course, this is also the part where I tell you how you can win yourself a wireless shape lift bra from Uniqlo Malaysia. Ooh. Shout out to Uniqlo. Oh, by the way, we are both wearing Uniqlo.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah, it's so comfortable. It's their live wear collection, so you guys can check it out. Mine's a linen top and like a pants.
Yeah, mine's a knitted top.
Yeah.
And a very nice,
it's so
comfortable
you.
pants.
So you.
me, right?
Yeah, like the moment she walk out in it, I'm like, yeah, that's what Careen would wear if I would see her walk past the road or whatnot. But anyway, guys, again, this is of course in conjunction with International Women's Day that just happened a couple of days ago. Yesterday. Oh my gosh, lost track of time. But the entire month, in fact, every day we should be celebrating women.
Yes.
You know, not just that one day, but of course, it's nice to have a day to remind ourselves that, hey, we're awesome.
Yes, we are.
You know, and this quote that I absolutely love. It's also on our IG, by the way. Here's to strong women. May we know them, may we be them, and may we raise them. So here's to strong women, and here's to you, lady. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to bring up the bra again for you guys to see. So it's so weird. It's my first time bringing a bra on set. Just a bra. To show you guys. But this is, again, guys, the wireless 3D hold bra, the one that Careen did talk about, the first one that I actually bought from Uniqlo. It has really, really nice support, and trust me, cannot go back once you try this one out. This is their classic one, but the one I want to give it to you guys is this one. Hold up. Let me bring it up. It's the wireless shape lift bra. Does not look like a push-up bra, but guys, it really gives you that push-up. Like, I'm not even joking. It has this really nice lace, so you guys can see it. This is what you're gonna walk away with. This one and a matching undies. The undies is also really pretty. So all you need to do is tell me if you want this set. It's the Uniqlo Women Wireless Shape Lift Bra. Tell me, what does having a support system mean to you? Even if you feel like you don't have one right now in your life, what would you like in your support system? So tell me. All the details will be on our Instagram page, The Head Over Heels. So go check it out. It's in our description below if you're watching YouTube right now. And if you're on Spotify, I'm pretty sure the link is somewhere there. Just go to our Instagram. Again, it's The Head Over Heels. And also, one thing I do want to add on is that the strap, it's not too thick. It's just nice. Yeah. I know some push-up bra, the reason why it pushes up because it's got a nice thick strap.
Yes.
But this one is super sexy and sleek. So I know I'm overselling it, but it's true. When I wore it, I'm like, I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, shout out to Uniqlo again for dressing the both of us today.
Thank you.
Even if they don't dress the both of us, we will still probably rock out in our Uniqlo because we are such huge fan of the brand. And if you want to win the giveaway, again, it's on our Instagram. It will close in a week's time, which is on the 18th of March. Okay, so 11th is today. where we release this episode. So 7 days from it is 18th of March. All details will be on our Instagram. I shall not go on and on about it. But Careen, thank you so much for being a part of this special episode.
Thanks for
I'm going to bring you on again and maybe talk about relationships.
Yes, I'll be happy to. Yeah.
And also being a mom, what it's like. And I just want to say that you are such an inspiration to so many women out there. And I'm sure you know that yourself, but I do want to say it to you in person because it's been so long since I've met you in person.
Yes.
Really, I think a few good years.
Long, yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've seen you every day because of Instagram, but it's not the same having this person one-to-one conversation.
Yeah.
So any final words to your followers, listeners? Actually, feel free. This is your plug-in.
Thanks for having me on this show. Like, I like what you're doing because I really feel like there needs to be more platforms and more conversations around difficult topics, you know. And I think you're doing a great job lah. So thank you so much. And for all the women who are watching or listening, just know that we are all work in progress, you know. Like, even though you might feel like, why am I not at a certain level that, you know, my friends are at, you know, and my peers are at, they are like, oh, they're married, they have their own businesses, they have their own stable jobs, you know, and I'm not reaching anywhere near. Never compare because, you know, you'll never know that you have something that your friends are envious about too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will never know. So we are all on our own journey and let's just focus on our own journey and bloom wherever we are planted. Yeah.
Bloom in your own time and your own pace.
Yes.
All right. And with that, I shall end the episode with what I always say. Don't forget to fall head over heels with yourself first and always. Till then, we'll see you next time. And again, special shout out to Uniqlo Malaysia for this special episode. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.